follow him around. He comes in second in the NFL in receiving yards. It's the Ravens and the Browns, and it's coming right up on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today we hit double digits, week 10, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Raven team as they get ready here. They've certainly found their groove of late, winners of 5 in a row.
And I think the sky's the limit for this team. They're playing the best football that they've played in a long time.
Meanwhile, for the Browns here, they were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to do that in a hostile environment.
And sometimes it actually works to your advantage. Now you've got to band together your team, the us against the world mentality. Let's see if they can use it and get a victory.
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. They will be led out by their dual-threat quarterback, the veteran from Clemson. It's Deshaun Watson.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that one interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with the receiver?
And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Watson now to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jones. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. Watson. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Blowing that play up, Roquan Smith as he gets the sack.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
And he's got some space here. And out across midfield, down to the 45. Now hang on here, because following that play, it looks like Amari Cooper is in some distress. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense, because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team because you expect your offense to score more than that. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but I'd have to say a very solid performance.
Well, they clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease. Feels good about what he's doing. I think if I'm the play caller, I'm reading that. I'm continuing to let him throw the football. football.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. A check on the numbers for Chubb from a week ago. 16 carries, 77 yards.
How about we shine a little spotlight on the offensive line? Those big guys up front are creating nice space, nice gaps for them to run through. I think he's going to go for over 100 yards in this game.
Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29. They run it again with Chubb. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. And the Ravens are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Out to his left. His throw incomplete. Well, these two teams hooking up for the 2nd time this year. They first met back in October, week 7. And it was the Ravens getting the road victory in that one. So now they'll look to finish off the season sweep here in Baltimore. They go play action with Jackson on the move to his left. Going underneath to the tight end Green. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Haven't met a corner that's worth his salt yet that ever admits to worrying about man coverage. How about the play there, breaking that pass up?
4th down, here's Jackson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. They go play action now. Jackson. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. So now they operate back from their side of the field here. 2nd and long. Play action. It's Jackson. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 26. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Here as he's taken down. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. George Pickens, his intended receiver there. And now it's 3rd down. We look at this Browns defense. Against the pass, they're hoping to trend in the opposite direction because right now they're ranked number 26 in the NFL. Just a crazy throw there, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Browns are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it's 2nd down. Now Watson. That'll be caught by Parker. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down. Now it's Watson. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line.
Patrick Queen got in there to stick him. He gets the sack.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. From the gun, here's Watson. He finds his man, complete. It's Ford. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback.
Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game. And they, on paper, Charles, no doubt they have the edge in this one. They are sitting with the AFC elite, and on the other side, they're down toward the bottom of the AFC. But you know what they say, especially at this point in the season, watch out for a trap game.
And in doing so, I would take my game plan and condense it. I would rely on my fundamentals, the fact that my players are probably just better, and not try and do too much, do just enough to win the game. And on the other side of the field, I'm doing everything, every trick play I can think of, every different formation, you name it, I'm throwing it at them in order to try and get the upset win.
Jackson on 1st down.
Completes this one to Pickens. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. 2nd corner now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Again, Jackson.
And that'll be taken in downfield by Green.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore.
George Pickens
with touchdown number 23 here on the year.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So the drive there, 5 plays, 80 yards.
And it was finished off by a George Pickens touchdown grab. And Patterson not going to return this. It'll come out to the 25. Ready to take over again on offense. Out comes Cleveland.
They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a 1st down. To throw is Watson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together.
This is caught inside the 15. A big play that time for Cleveland. 64 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Out of the gun, Watson. And he'll go right back to Moore. Complete again. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. Watson looks to throw again. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Devontae Parker, his first touchdown on the year. And the Browns are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good, and we are tied at 7. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And Devontae Parker able to finish it off with a touchdown reception. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. George Pickens back out now with the rest of the offense.
Previous series, definitely a focal point. 3 catches, the touchdown grab. As a DB, or former DB, is there a number of catches on a drive you're like, oh, he got the best of us?
I'm not sure there's a number, but there's a great feel. And what he did on the last drive, yeah.
Especially with a touchdown.
Yes.
You're never happy.
You're exactly right. The way he capped it off, so you feel that at the sideline, and now you're looking at your buddies and saying, okay, what are we going to do to take things away from him? Because I'm not sure the other guys can make those sort of plays. So let's make sure that we don't let him get going again.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hits 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, 26 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Steps away to his left. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Play action. Now Jackson.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Martin Emerson.
And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? Yeah, boy, it is tough to bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. 2nd down.
Second down, here's Chubb again.
A strong running. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
48 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Now a 1st down throw, Watson. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Back to throw, Watson. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sack back at the 29.
Trenton Simpson.
He continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year.
Blankenship's kick is good.
And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice win for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
On the return, it's Flowers. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. George Pickens back out now with the rest of the offense. Making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but he's shredding defenses, getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. From the gun, it's Jackson. Buying time to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now it's Jackson. He's got his target. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now Jackson on 1st down. And his throw is incomplete. The Ravens at 8-1 on the year. They come in here hot. I mean, over the last 9, Charles, they are 8-1.
And that record, the way that they're playing, they've proven to me, and I think anyone else in the league, that they're able to go toe-to-toe with anyone, and they look forward to the challenge.
Now he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now, down at the 31. They go play action with Jackson. That's caught downfield by Pickens. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A very solid gain of 27. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. With a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Ravens have retaken the lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is now 14-10. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. No return here for Patterson, so they'll begin things at the 25-yard line. Cleveland offense making their way out. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Here's Watson now on 2nd down. He'll find Parker again, complete. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Here's Watson. Dumps this to his running back, Chubb. Down the right sideline. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Well, forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. To the air yet again, Watson. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Watson now to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on 1st down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
Watson. And that is taken in by Njoku. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews cues coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. On fourth down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did incompletions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. If you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on fourth down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now, goodness, possession's going to go over right at the 10-yard line. On first down, it's Watson. And he's got it. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. On second down, here's Watson. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb from 3 yards out. And the Browns will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And it's now 17-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. And the Ravens going to get one more drive here in this first half. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball, just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson sliding out of the pocket. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Give him 32 on the play. Play action. It's Jackson rolling to his left. He's got this to Pickens. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. An explosive 38-yard pickup.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. A great effort there. In the final seconds of the first half. And the Ravens have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Tucker with the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So we're past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And he returns this to the 22. So here are the Ravens to take over on offense. Remember, they're riding that 5-game winning streak, and right now in the driver's seat in this ball game as well. They go play action now. Jackson dancing to his left. Pickens is there on the crossing route. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Still going inside the 20. And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Being chased out left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football into places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
And in for the Ravens touchdown. A great play there. A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Ravens take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11.
And Patterson not going to return this. It'll come out to the 25.
Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the 3rd quarter.
They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
It's a foot race. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. Watson on 1st down.
That is caught with Sean Bateman.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. On 1st down, Watson.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Back to the air, Watson on 2nd down. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains.
Again, it's Watson.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. Out there is Rodrigo Blankenship in the field goal unit.
He hit his first one. This from 44 yards out now.
Blankenship's kick is good.
And that'll make this an 8-point game.
So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send the message that says, hey, we're not going away.
So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now.
He's got him in, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Play action. Now Jackson steps away.
Throw left side, hauled in by Pickens. And he's got this all the way down to the 5-yard line.
It's a big play there for Baltimore. 43 yards
And this is one of the toughest parts about being a defensive back. When the play breaks down like this, you're taught to plaster to a receiver, find the nearest one, and adhere yourself to it. But you can only stay with the receiver so long if the play continues to develop. He knows where he's going. You do not.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll try again. And he'll be stopped up short as the tackle is made at about the 3. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They'll try and run for it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. No return here for Patterson, so they'll begin things at the 25-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw, Watson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
When you run into slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Watson's throw here taken in by Parker. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on 3rd, Watson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll work down inside the 45.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Now it's Watson. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Trenton Simpson able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And he's going to miss this one. Wide to the left from distance. It's no good, and the deficit will hold at 15.
Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme. You've got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because What you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. On 2nd down, Jackson. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead opens up now to 22 points. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And Patterson not going to return this. It'll come out to the 25. Heading out as a Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Look at the big man rumble. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. David Njoku, 75 yards. And the Browns have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Watson and that Browns offense going to stay out there, and they'll go for 2. They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to get in for the score. And the lead now cut to 14. And with a successful 2-point try, the QB rolling out, I would imagine on the defense that makes it tough. When he goes out, he's got the option to run or pass.
Yeah, it really does. If you decide not to bring extra people or extra pressure, maybe you have to have a spy on the quarterback, someone to account for him, because oftentimes that is the unaccounted for player.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. This game was really a tussle, seemed like just a moment ago, and now they've got the momentum. A couple of scores on their last pair of drives. Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Here's Watson. And pass complete to Moore. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. He has a 1st down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon. Now Watson. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that will bring up second down. They go up the middle with Chubb, and he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Watson on 3rd down. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
They'll run for it. Chubb. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Chubb is going to go backwards. He'll lose yardage back to the 5. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. To throw is Watson. And it's caught. Touchdown, Browns. Elijah Moore. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Browns have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. On the return, it's Flowers. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Ravens ready to take over. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, said, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. That is incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. They go play action with Jackson. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So pass interference, the call there. Always, obviously, Charles, such a subjective call. You agree with the penalty?
Well, from where we're standing right now, I think the officials are tightening things up here in the 2nd half. Maybe a defender gets away with that in the 1st, but this time the flag comes out, and I think it's a good call.
Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a 1st down. To throw again is Jackson. Over the middle, it's complete. Touchdown! A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens appear to be headed to a 9-1 start as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. No return here for Patterson, so they'll begin things at the 25-yard line. Now Nick Chubb and the Browns get set for their next possession. He's toppled the century mark already receiving the football, closing in on that on the ground, too. They've really had trouble handling him.
I think from what we've seen in this game, his success through the air has started to open things up for him on the ground, because now he's loosened up the defense, right? They've got to play just about every snap as if another receiver can get downfield on them, and he's been that receiver. Now they bring him back to the backfield. I think his yardage running the ball will increase as this one goes on.
Well, they might need to devote some extra attention to him, something just to stop the momentum he has. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They're going to hurry back to the line now. On 1st down, it's Watson.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down in bounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 37. Here's Watson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. A solid stiff arm. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Watson looks to throw again. Escaping under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Out of the gun, Watson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Rashad Bateman there, but now it's 3rd and goal. Watson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Elijah Moore with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Browns have got it back to within a score. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
They go play action now. Jackson. Green brings it in. With that last completion, CD's now over 400 yards passing in the game, and quite a few of those have come via some pretty big strikes downfield. Certainly not afraid to challenge this secondary, and it's been successful.
I like your observation there, partner, because I agree. This is a group more than capable of torching a secondary any week, as evidenced by their combined stat line here. And in the time we have remaining, wouldn't shock me at all to see them take another deep shot.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. He's been the go-to guy, and they needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way, it worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Now this throw caught left side. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
2nd and 10. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Jackson to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And this Browns defense stands tall. So now it's Watson and the Browns. Down by 7. Less than 90 seconds to go. And the 4th down stop gives them a new lifeline, at least for the moment.
Run with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted.
And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. Forced out to his left. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. Steps away to his left. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Throwing now is Jackson. That's caught inside the 20. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Now Jackson. Flush to his right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
There's a quarterback who's learned his lesson. He's thrown a few interceptions so far. That time he said, I'm making sure nobody catches this one.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. And Jackson throwing once more. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that. Truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner.
And Patterson not going to return this. It'll come out to the 25. The Browns set to take over. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Well, they need to score, and score quick. 1 timeout remaining. Final minute, 1st and 10.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
Here comes 2nd down. Watson.
Under pressure, they got him again. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. And the pressure gets to him again. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. Now Watson.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Ravens are looking like they're going to come away with a victory. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
He gets this down to the 3. Brought the power run out of the bag, but couldn't do a ton with it. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
And he takes it